Welcome to the second season of Music and Mayhem with John Russell! Turn it the up!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. Here we are on the second season. I'd like to give it up to Guttermouth for the intro of the second season. Right on, check those guys out. And we're going to go ahead and give you a teaser. Before I do that, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. And here we go with the show. We've got bands like Motorhead. We have interviews with Brendan Small from Death Clock, Browning, and much more. So make sure and stay tuned. Here we go into a Motorhead video called Rock On. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. I'm here with the band Fate of the Hopeless from Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm Connor. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Clinton. I play bass.
And I'm Doug. I play guitar.
Right on, guys. We're getting ready to check out a music video by a band called Epica.
Storm the Sorrow.
Followed by an interview. Here we go.
Along the way, I find myself to be confined within you.
You're watching Music and Mayhem with Jonathan Russell. My name is Dylan Rowe, and I'm here with Isaac from Epica.
Hello.
Hello. So, this February you released an album, am I correct?
March, actually. But
March,
yes.
okay. And what's the name of your album?
Requiem for the Indifferent.
Okay. How does this one differ from the last one?
Basically, we made it a little darker, a little more, more grunts. Everyone knows that Simone is singing, but some people don't realize there's also grunts. And also the topics, the lyrics are a bit more, dark, basically, because a lot of stuff has been happening in the world lately, with like the financial crisis and oil leaks. That's maybe old news already, but all that stuff, tsunamis. So it seems like there's a lot going on. Also the Arab Spring and dictators who are falling down. And so basically the topics are related to what's happening the last couple of years.
So with your music, would you say you're trying to inspire people to open their eyes?
Yeah, basically it's the kind of message we bring is that if you stay indifferent for what's happening around you, you basically will never change. We live in a world where a lot of people are sitting behind their computer complaining about this or that, like on Facebook, like this sucks and that sucks, but basically they don't really do anything about it. And so that's, for me, in my opinion, that's being indifferent for what's happening. So it's our latest album, or the last album before that one, was called Design Your Universe, which has kind of the same
Collective
feel. Like if you want something, then design your own world. If you want to do this or that, then go for it. And if you really have, if you really go for it, and if you're convinced of what you can do, then eventually it's gonna work.
Right. And I think it's nice seeing a female singer, especially sing about topics like this, because it's not typical. The majority of the time, female singers.
Hello, Mom.
Right? Female singers will sing about, love and foo-foo stuff.
Yeah.
It's really refreshing to have.
It's not that we never would sing about that.
Right.
It's.
But the subject matter of this particular album is to inspire people to think and.
Yeah, we are not talking about Honey and the Bees or any of that. We just try to kind of open eyes.
Honey and the Bees, okay.
I like Honey and the Bees, but not in metal music.
Does Honey and the Bees, does that mean what does that mean? Oh, birds and the bees.
I don't know, like Honey and the Bees, honey.
That sounds like a rad song title. Next album.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so this September, you guys were involved in a TV show.
Yeah.
Next to Gag. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
I did my homework, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So basically translated, it means nothing too weird. And it's basically made for disabled people who have a dream and who basically don't have a way to really do it themselves. So in our case, it was a guy who is every day composing songs and always making music, and his big dream was to do something together with Epica, to make a video clip and a song and whatnot, be a rock star for a day or something.
So you guys made it come true.
So yeah, that's one of these things, like that's his dream, and he was really trying everything to get there, and we gave him the opportunity, and it was fun. It was really cool to work together and to see how a person like that is acting, like, because he was autistic, and then you don't really know, like, if we change something about his song, maybe he'll freak out, or you don't know what to expect. So that was, he was all
but he's
cool.
a fan,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm sure he'd be, into
so
whatever.
it was all fine when we said, shall we do this or that? Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And he was really, I think today he's still like totally into. I mean, it's months ago, but he's still like sending us emails like, yeah, I translated the whole show and maybe we can put that up for the fans. And so he's still totally living the dream.
So what's the name of the song again? Nevermore?
Nevermore, yeah.
Okay. It's Nevermore?
Forevermore.
Forevermore. Okay.
Sorry, you mixed it up.
available for purchase or
Yeah, you can get it on iTunes.
iTunes? And is that where everything else that you guys put out is available as well?
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find.
You can find everything on iTunes, or you go to our website apica.nl, and there you can find everything in the web shop. And but this particular song is only to be purchased on iTunes.
Okay. Rad. And the person who you wrote it with, what's his name?
Ruud.
Do you want to give him a shout out?
Yeah, Ruud, if you see this, translate it to Dutch so all our Dutch fans can know what we're talking about.
Right on.
Yeah.
How do you say his name again?
Ruud.
Yeah, no.
It's R-U-U-R-D.
Not even gonna go there. I'm so sorry, Guy.
Guy. I'm sorry.
Guy. Dude. Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate you being on the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Music and Mayhem. We got special guest Fate of the Hopeless from Phoenix, Arizona once again. Thanks, guys, for being on the show, most definitely. We're going to go ahead and jump to a music video by the band called The Browning, and the song is called
Bloodlust.
followed by the interview. Check it out.
This is Gypsy here for Music and Mayhem with John Russell, and I am so honored to have the guys from The Browning with me. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I am Johnny, and I scream.
I'm Colin, and I play guitar.
I'm Drew, I play bass.
And the invisible guy is Cody, and he plays drums,
He's
right?
somewhere.
Yes, he's somewhere.
Yeah.
But here you are in the third day of your tour.
Yep.
And you guys are an amazing band.
Thank you.
They mix electronica, and then it's all of a sudden they drop D and the floor's gone. You know what I'm saying? They're so heavy, and his vocals are amazing. You guys got to see them on YouTube. You guys got to check out their new release. If someone was to ask you, because you guys are crossing genres, crossover genres,
Yeah.
how would you explain it to a new fan?
I would tell them it's basically a rave with breakdowns and heavy crap. So like live we like to just get people moving, and people are clapping their hands, dancing around with people, and just also throwing fists and pushing people too. So it's a rave and a Pantera show at the same time. So.
And it sure is. It
Yeah.
really is. They're an amazing band. And your new release, your latest release is called what?
It's called Burn This World, and we're working on a new album right now too that'll come out around summertime probably.
Awesome. And so we'll
Yeah.
see, hopefully we'll get to see you again during the summer.
Oh yeah, we're touring nonstop. We don't
Constantly.
stop.
Well, next time we'll have you come down to the film studio and we can have a blast down
That'd
there.
be wonderful.
Excellent.
We'll make a documentary.
Exactly. Tour documentary.
Yeah.
My director's already saying the chink chink. You hear that? It's like a register chink chink.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, yeah, and you have an amazing label.
Of course.
Earache Records, very impressive. Becky, shout out to Becky and everybody down at Earache because they're taking really good care of these guys.
Yeah, Earache's the best.
It is.
They've been out for 25 years now, and they've been legendary ever since they started. So.
They were my favorite 25 years ago back
Yep.
in the day, and they still are.
Yep.
And you guys are very blessed to be on that label
Oh yeah.
to begin with.
Whenever we got the offer from them, we were just like, didn't expect that, but that's
Right.
awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So if people wanted to find your music, where could they go to buy it?
You can go.
Don't
to
download it for free, though. These guys work really hard.
We do.
Yeah.
Best bet would be come to a show, because then you get to see us before you even get to hear the music.
Yes.
And if not that, then Eric's website or iTunes, all the stuff online, you can find it there. But come out to a show and have fun and buy our album if you want to.
That's it. And where can they go online?
Facebook.com/TheBrowningOfficial. Go there and
We're on Spotify and Pandora too.
yeah, all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have some bigger tours coming up. Do you want to go ahead and give the people a little bit of an idea what they can expect in the next couple months?
Yeah,
from you guys?
we're going after this tour with Impending Doom. We're going over to Europe with a band called Eskimo Callboy. We're doing a co-headliner. Then after that, come back and immediately start full U.S. Canada with Soilwork and Blackguard and Jeff Loomis. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice tour.
And after that, we'll just be out full time the whole year. So.
Good,
Yep.
good. So somewhere around the United States or Euro or another planet, you guys will be able to see the Browning.
Yeah.
So make sure you pick up the new CD. Don't download it for free. Don't piss me off. All right? These guys work really hard. And it's a beautiful crossover music. I mean, they go electronica, then the next thing you know, drop D, the floor's gone, you know? It's an amazing sound, and they're an amazing band.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out Browning. Thank you guys so much for being on our show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. We have special guest Fate of the Hopeless. We're getting ready to check out the band called September Morning, and the song is called
Before the Fall.
welcome back to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. What do you guys think of those videos? Yeah. But right now I have a special treat for you guys. One of my main guys, Brendan Small from
Death Clock.
Metalocalypse.
Check it out. Here comes the interview in your face.
My body, no, I cannot feel. Are you happy? Are you sad? Or emotionally?
Hi, I'm Brendan Small, and I just took over the interview.
Oh, yeah, do it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I know
That
you're
was
gonna
awesome.
do it. No, I'm just already trying to screw things up.
Yeah, that's good. I like
Ready?
it.
And
Hey,
hi, I'm Brendan Small. See, I did it again. No, I'm kidding. I will not do it again. This time I'm relaxing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. We're here with Brendan Small, creator of Metalocalypse and the band Death Clock. How's it going?
It's going well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being
What
on
a nice room. This
Yeah.
is backstage at the place that we're playing tonight, which is called the
Marquee Theater in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Right
Yeah.
on. So how long have you been on this tour so far?
We've been on this tour for about a month or so. But the first week we were sequestered in a hotel because of Hurricane Sally, which is a very terrible hurricane that was like right in the path of our first 3 or 4 shows. So we had to start the whole thing off by hanging out in a hotel room and not playing, and then we added all those dates later on to the end. So at the end of this whole tour, we go to through Virginia, and then we end in New York, which is a fun place to end a tour, New York City.
Yeah. Right on.
But the tour's been great so far, super fun.
And you're doing the Death Album 3 tour?
It's a touring to make people aware of Death Album 3, which is a record that I made with my guitar and my mouth, and Gene Hoglan's drums, and Brian Beller's bass.
Right on.
Yes.
From going to the studio to touring it live, do you find complications as far as recreating what you've done in the studio?
Well, I think it's difficult. I think it's really easy to sit down and play something on guitar, with a guitar like right here, and play fast, crazy stuff, where you can see everything and your muscles will all really relax. And then having your guitar down to a place where it's kind of cool to play it, that's a tricky thing, making that leap from there to down there. And then the other thing I do I still haven't learned my lesson, is I record all the guitars, then I do all the vocals later, so I'm never playing guitar and singing in the studio. And so I have to put those two things together in rehearsal, so that is a tricky thing, like kind of singing counter rhythms to what your right hand is doing, your left hand is doing. So that takes a while to do, but at this point in the tour, it's all the challenges we've met all of our own personal challenges, and I think the playing is all it already started out good, but now it's just really fun and really easier for us all. So now we do a bunch of other things to challenge ourselves on stage to make the show a little bit more tricky and hard.
Right on.
Yeah.
How long were you in animation before Metalocalypse?
Well, I went to music school before all this stuff. I went to music school at Berklee College of Music, and while I was there, I started taking writing classes at Emerson College, which is a sister school that's still in Boston. And so I found that I really like music. I thought I was interested in becoming a film scoring guy, or I'd taken tons of composition classes, so I didn't know if I wanted to get into arranging or arranging for strings and big, things like that for movie scores and stuff. And then I just found myself, I worked at a movie theater all the time. I knew that I wanted to get into entertainment. I knew that I wanted to get into comedy. And I started taking these writing classes, and through these writing classes, it helped get me on stage and start performing, doing stand-up comedy, and doing sketch comedy, and being a regular kind of performer, and kind of putting my guitar in his case, going, I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I know I've got to go learn how to do this other thing, which is a lot scarier than playing music for some reason. It's doing stand-up for 18 people versus playing a guitar solo for 30,000 is way harder. Stand-up is a lot more tricky than sweep arpeggios and tippy-tappy licks and all that stuff. But while I was doing stand-up, I met up with a group of people from Boston that did a show called Dr. Katz. That was a show, one of the first animated shows on Comedy Central a long time ago. But I met up with them and met their producer, and we came up with a show and sold a show called Home Movies a long time ago on to the then time network called UPN, and it was later bought by what would end up being the Adult Swim. And I wrote that show and produced it for 4 years and acted in it and did all the music.
Wow.
And then the show finished, and I had a couple, like a year and a half, where I was trying to figure out what the next thing was. And so I called up Adult Swim and said, I've got this new project. It's about this extreme metal band, and I'd like to write all the music myself, and I'd like to do most of the acting, and I want to do all the stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And they said, sounds like fun. We already know you can produce, and you can write, and you can make music and all that stuff, so we'll give you a shot to put this show together. And so the next thing I did was I went and sat with my guitar, kind of like, I realized that while I was doing the previous show, that I was kind of falling back in love with my guitar based on like what was going on in the metal scene. I was getting excited about people playing their instruments again, like really getting into it, and the production was getting better and better. So I just found myself going to metal shows and just playing my guitar in my free time. So I would have, so it turned out my chops would kind of be in a working place by the time it came to do Metalocalypse.
When you're doing the comedy for the show, are you using real life experiences with music that you've had or people you know?
Well, I think I am using a lot of real life stuff in Metalocalypse, and it's not just about band stuff. Usually it's about, because I work with a group of people. I have directors that I work with, and I have animators and editors and compositors and writers that I work with, and we're all creative people, and we're all in a room, and we all have to collaborate in some way. And that yields so much comedy, just the fact that, like,
it's hilarious.
And I use a lot of that stuff about making the show, and I pour that right back into the show. So the things that actually happen, it really is, because like a band is a creative group of people that have to come to terms with whatever it is that they're doing, and they have to play ball, and so do we. So a lot of weird things happen with egos and strange things. Then anytime there's an ego outburst, that's usually based on something that's happened on the show to somebody.
Right.
So it very much folds in on itself, and it's a very funny process for that.
It's very cool.
Crazy, yeah.
You'd done some production for Science Court on Home Movies?
Home Movies, yeah. Science Court wasn't me, that was somebody else.
Okay.
But Home Movies, that was the show that I was talking about. It's the one that I co-created with Lauren Bouchard. But that's the one I wrote. So me and another guy wrote that whole thing, and that lasted for 4 seasons. It's on Netflix now, if you want to check it out. It's very, very different than Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse is a show that's kind of me falling back in love with my guitar and falling back in love with music and having fun making music. Home Movies is about me and my relationship with comedy and how much I love comedy and comedians. So we had lots of great comedians on that show as actors. Lots of people that I think at the time were underground and now have kind of exploded into their own, like, Louis C.K., Louis C.K., he played my father on that show. Andy Kindler, who's a great comedian, and you see him on TV all the time. Emo Phillips, the late Mitch Hedberg was on the show, amazing dude. We had a really cool cast of people that were like just fun to play with, like just to, we would have scripts, but the whole idea was to make that feel natural, to turn the script over and to improvise and see how far. And when you're sitting there improvising across from these people, some of the smartest, fastest thinking people in the world, it really, really fun shit happens. So that was a fun part of that. And again, that show is like, it's not heavy, it's not scary, it's about conversational dialogue, character-driven comedy. It's very, very soft-spoken,
Would you like to tell the fans about anything you got planned for the future?
Well, yeah, Death Album 3's out. It's a fun record. I like the way my guitar sounds on it. Made some really fun songs. We're playing them live. Not the whole record, but select things from the record, and then we're playing a lot of fan favorites live too. But come see the live show next time, if not this time. And it's a really, really fun show. You'll laugh a lot, and you can take it as seriously as you want to. You can take it as not seriously as you want to. But it's a really fun show, and I think it's something that you'll tell your friends about, I think.
Right, well, I'd like to thank you for being on the show, Greg.
Thank you. Very cool. Make sure you get Death Album 3.
I have no tears, I cannot cry. No one more for the world that's died.
Hey, this is Mike from All That Remains, and you're watching Music and Mayhem with John Russell. Crank it up.
This was once a land of dreams. Now these dreams have turned to greed. In the midst of all us, while the poor left to help themselves. Capitalist democracy, why no one set the freedoms free? Lady living rooms.
Welcome back to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. We're going to jump into an interview with Fate of the Hopeless from Phoenix, Arizona. All right, guys, let's do this. So you want to tell me about what you guys have projected over this year?
Yeah, we got a single coming up in the next month. We don't have the exact date, but keep track of us on our Facebook/Fate of the Hopeless. We'll keep everybody updated. The single's called Keep My Dreams Alive, and it should be coming out, like I said, in the next month or so.
Excellent. You guys have some shows coming up you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, we got one coming up April 27th. We're opening up for the Word Alive. That's
Right
going to
on.
be in Mesa. at the Nile Theater.
Excellent.
Should
And
be a
make
good
sure you
one.
get up to the Nile Theater and check that out. What was the date of that again?
April 27th.
April 27th. All right. So are you guys on a label right now?
No, we're an independent band. Our only backing right now is our friend Telly. He's the lead singer of The Word Alive. We're excited to be playing with him. And he pretty much has helped us grow. And all our songs we have released independently with ourselves. You can find it all on iTunes. Search our name, Fate of the Hopeless, and you'll be able to find all our music on there.
Right on, guys. Well, I'd definitely like to thank you for being on the show.
Oh, thank you
awesome
for having
special
us.
guest.
Thank
Make
you
sure
so
you guys
much,
check out Fate of the Hopeless, Phoenix, Arizona.
No one set the freedom's free. Lady Liberty rocks away. No trust the American way.
Hey, dude.
You still are looking fine.
Why, thank you, baby. I do. Would you like to hear some?
I sure would.
Okay. Well,
Where you get it?
and we love to party. If you don't know by now, you gotta ask somebody. Would you think and we love to party. If you don't know by now, you gotta ask somebody. Would you think and we love to party. If you don't know by now, you gotta ask somebody.
Welcome back to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. We're going to go ahead and jump to a music video by the band Fit for a King, and the video is called
Descendants,
followed by the interview.
Hi, this is Gypsy here with the band Fit for a King. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Aaron and I play bass.
I'm Ryan, I do vocals.
And they made it. They actually made it. These guys just a few days ago got bashed into by an 18-wheeler and didn't think that they were going to make it. I was sitting at home worrying that these guys were even going to, not be in the hospital, and here they are a couple days later, through the grace of God and some good friends and everybody. Here they are to play for you people. So let's talk about your new release.
We have a new record coming out March 12th. It's called Creation Destruction. I'd like to think it's a huge step up from our last record.
A lot more
A major
energetic,
one.
a lot heavier.
So you guys have noticed a definite evolution between
Absolutely.
first and the second. And what label is it on?
We're releasing it with Solid State Records.
Solid State. That's a good
Yep.
label. It
Yeah,
really
it was
is a nice
actually
label.
one of the my favorite labels growing up.
Kinda Was like it really?
Cool. Yep.
It's a little
so
surreal.
here you are, you know, it's like deja vu.
Yeah.
you know? Very cool. Do you guys want to go ahead and just give a little bit of info about what happened in that accident?
So we're on the freeway, and out of nowhere we just got hit from behind. Kind of messed up the trailer pretty bad, pretty much totaled it. The van in kind of bad condition. Luckily nobody was hurt. The driver of the other truck was okay. Pretty much escaped with like minor injuries. I went to the hospital for something small, but nothing major at all. So the fact that nothing ridiculous happened to us is kind of mind-blowing to me, to be honest, because it was an 18-wheeler. Like,
You guys are blessed to be here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And God put a lot of awesome people in our lives to just give us the tools to make it here tonight. Just to be able to get somebody to loan the money to get a new trailer.
Had a lot of people who, or a few people who are willing to, to help support us to get here.
Well, I was gonna call EMF and see if they could help you guys with a little cartel or something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, these guys are Fit for a King. Please, in March 12th, check out their new release. And if you see them on tour, they're definitely a great band and they're good people. Yes, where can we see you online?
Best place would probably be Facebook. It's just facebook.com/FitForAKingBand.
Right.
Or if you just type in Fit for a King on YouTube, you'll see our music videos and stuff.
Yeah, check out the music videos, and we're probably going to end up getting one on the Music and Mayhem show. So
awesome.
Definitely check out Fit for a King. Thank you guys so much for being on our show.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Music and Mayhem. We're here at Club Congress in Tucson, Arizona at the Raw Music Art Convention. There's all kinds of crazy and wild, amazing art. Also models, photographers, directors, straight up awesome artists. So we're going to take you on a tour. Here we go. What up, everybody? Welcome to Music and Mayhem. We're here at Club Congress at the Raw Art Festival. And here we are with Brian de Lioncourt. And Brian's going to tell you about his art, and you can check it out right now.
Well, pretty much I paint with my own blood. I met Nick Kushner back 2011 at one of his shows. Gave me the push and drive to actually start experimenting with blood as a medium. So I started off, this is my first one that I did, all completely in blood. It took me about 10 to 15 vials to do, but as I progressed throughout my artwork, I ended up using less and less. I use my blood kind of like an ink wash, so I dilute it with water. It's a smelly process, but I'm on Facebook right now. You can find me underneath Brian de Lioncourt on Facebook. I'm also underneath Brian Paya. So.
Right on. Thank you very much for being on the show.
All right, thank you.
All right, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in to Music and Mayhem with John Russell. John wants to thank our very special guest, Fate of the Hopeless from Phoenix. They rock it hard. Anyway, we want to thank Guttermouth as well for that second season intro. And we're going to be ending the show tonight with a very special video by our special guest, Fate of the Hopeless. And it's called Judged by the Strength of Our Enemies. Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Lies was created. So the most I will be. found. As a great churches bound, we all cried out as we found. Together